Warmer over here than in our office.
Yeah, that's for sure. How is it cold over there?
It's chilly, yeah.
You guys have space heaters? No. Too soon? Too soon.
Yeah. I do.
You trying to corn?
Yeah, how about that? You need to start. Sorry. Brad tried to leave, he's back. All right, I'd like to call over the Beaver County Board of Commissioners work session for Wednesday, January 8th, 2025. Review of work session discussion minutes. No. All right, we'll move to department head report. Any department head report? Controller?
Yeah, I'll hand out some, I have my yearly stop loss report for you guys.
Okay.
I know you guys love this.
Been anticipating.
I know, but anyway.
Good.
Thank you.
Sorry, Tony, the hands are cold, the fingers aren't working. So, again, look at stop loss for the year. Basically shows that, like I said, we're self-funded for medical, and I've been asking since 2021, looking at the numbers, I think we should totally self-fund. I know there's comments that we carry the stop loss, which is a catastrophic insurance in case things go really, really high, and we have really, really high claims, it gives us rebates. But in looking at the last 11 years, I've gone back to 2014, and I started reporting this since 2021. Looking back to 2014, if we would have just self-funded and not bought stop loss, we would have saved the taxpayers $3.5 million. Since 2021, when I've been asking to review this and not use stop loss, we would have saved $2.6 million. Stop loss keeps going up. We've been working with them to raise our threshold, but in reality, self-funding they're not that high, and I know there's concerns about the risk. I look back to 2014, and our highest payout was $423,000, and that was in 2020. The last 2 years, our highest payout was $280,000. I mean, we happen to have that high risk, but looking at the history, we're not there. We would save money if we would just self-fund. And we built up, so we would have built up a $3 million coffer, right, in our funds, that if we would have had a high year than up to $500, $600, even $800,000, we still would have saved the taxpayers money because we would have had it in there. I continue to ask you, please review this. I know Corey's telling you not. I know our insurance broker is telling you you can't risk that. I keep showing you the numbers. I think as a county, we really need to consider this and save the money. It saves us, now that stop loss is going up, it saves us $600,000 a year for the taxpayers to spend on other stuff. Thank you.
Any questions?
No, I tend to agree with Maria and have for the last couple of years, so.
I guess one of the only things would be is that this is insurance, correct? So like, I mean, if we take how much money we spent on insurance since 2014, I'm sure if we self-insure, we could say we saved the county money too, correct?
Say that again?
All of our insurance, right? P Corp, property casualty, all the money we spent, workers' comp. Like, I mean, you would say there's a savings overall and on everything, not just stop loss, right? I mean, insurance.
I haven't looked at the others. I'm just saying in terms of medical, the reason why we have this stop loss, I mean, the other insurance, like the P Corp, helps with like the court case, stuff like that. So that's a little bit harder to, I think, capture because that's our liability and things like that, but you always carry liability. But this is self-funding for medical insurance, which is a little more, I guess, concrete to look at.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I think for me, it's just a little bit different. We self-fund for medical. We don't pay UPMC per person because we found over years that it saved us money overall. And I'm just saying, people telling us that we get catastrophic insurance for medical, I think is them just selling us insurance, whereas if we continue to self-fund, we would really be okay as a county. It's not the risk that they're telling us there is. In liability, if someone can fall out there any time with ice or stuff like that, that's totally different. And you have to carry it. But medical insurance, you can always self-fund. This is just an insurance that people are telling you we need for high risk, but the numbers, when we look historical, are not showing us that risk of the funds we have.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we'd be saying the total bar.
Sorry?
I'm not sure we've explored all of our best healthcare alternatives, whether it be insurance, self-insured, and all these things. It's something I'd like to see more competitive information on. So.
All right, thank you. Any other department head report? Hearing none. All right, we'll move to solicitor's report.
On the agenda tomorrow, 21 resolutions, a couple of the highlights. Number 2 is the HVAC maintenance contract with Reno Brothers here at the courthouse. Number 8 is a continuation to use Michael Baker for various programs in the county, including the GIS and broadband programs for their assistance on those. 9 and 10, we've historically done at Brady's Run as far as cleaning up algae in Coontown at the lake. Number 11 is an agreement with CYS for Attorney Cohen to be what's called a guardian ad litem for cases involving CYS. 12 through 16, replacement in CYS services. And then number 17 is one that's dear to Mr. Woolley's heart. This is from the state. They are giving the county $813,000 for our county libraries to utilize within our county library system. The other issues that I have are litigation and personnel matters for executive session.
Any questions for the solicitor's office? All right, hearing, oops, sorry.
Chance at the sediment ponds contract on that resolution list tomorrow.
No. No, yeah, it's just,
I didn't see that. Only the,
Was there a time limit on it?
for the 2 ponds.
Permit expires.
That's what I thought, yeah.
I'll talk to Stacy to see.
Did you submit it?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was looking for it and I didn't see it, so I thought maybe there was some action. Because I saw the 2 on cleaning up the Brady's and Brush Creek ponds, but.
Darren, can you check on
Yeah,
that?
I'll have her talk to you then.
Any other questions for the law department? Solicitor's office, none? Board of Commissioners?
Just a couple of things, with Tony Calatorre here, I've been getting, questions about snow shovel races.
We do have it scheduled. I will be sending out
After the big
flyer.
rain, no.
It is Saturday,
When the temperatures increase.
February 15th.
What is it?
February 15th.
So, okay.
Yeah, we've always been sort of game planning that second Saturday.
I told this group it's usually very late January, early February, so.
So there'll be something sent out here early next week.
Which
With the
of
announcement.
you 3 is gonna win?
There's 2 things you can count on, me not raising a snow shovel and jumping into the river for the pool. You can bank those,
Somebody does
they're
it.
not gonna happen. So, also, Tony, I did get a thing on the bluegrass, event that's this weekend, at the Ramada.
Yeah, the Ramada Beaver Falls, this is the 3rd year we're hosting or assisting in planning and hotel blocks. The entire Ramada is sold out for the 2-day event.
Yeah, if you're a bluegrass fan, and I guess it's actually a nonprofit bluegrass relief fund that puts it on, but it starts 7 p.m. Friday night till 10 p.m. Then next morning, noon till 10 p.m. Different performers every 30 minutes. So for all of you that are bluegrass fans, I plan on stopping by at some point in time. But it's good to see. They're very proud that Beaver County is hosting this
Yeah, it's
in the
their
3rd year.
3rd year at the Ramada. They finally found a home. They were about their county for several years, and now I think they found a home at the Ramada.
That's it for me.
Sandy's here, treasurer's office. Just a quick question. I received a phone call asking when the tax bills are being sent out. I advised them it would be on the 13th. They said that they contacted your office and asked when the discount period was, and they were informed it starts the 13th. I think I know the answer, but I have to ask. They asked if they were going to get extra time to pay the discount period if we're mailing them out on the first day of the discount period, and they won't receive them until roughly around Wednesday, Thursday. I think I know the answer, but the question was out there.
There is 2 months. And there is a couple extra days onto that 2 months. Yes.
That's why I,
They have their appropriate time that's required by law.
just all we need to know, just in case anyone called back. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Anything else? All right, any other business? We'll move to audience participation. Any audience participation? If you could just state your name, sir.
My name is Dominic Egidio. I am a board member with the Beaver County Conservation District, and I am here just representing the board just to thank the commissioners for their continued support and what the conservation does in all of our programs. So again, thank you.
Thanks, Tom. Tom's a great board member, heavily involved with 4-H and as well as Conservation District and a whole bunch of other Farm Bureau type activities. I appreciate you being here, Tom. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other audience participant? Treasurer?
Could you mentioned about broadband. Can you talk about the broadband, how much the county has spent to continue the broadband project and how many residents are affected by that?
We just sent out a letter. There's 750 new households, homes that have the ability to now have access. It's still up to them to sign up with Verizon and stuff. And we continue to work on upgrading the, it's not underserved communities with new fiber optics in various places as well. The contract, I think, calls for us, we owe Verizon 11.9 million.
Yeah, it's about $11.9 million is what the contract's for. I believe it's the work's gonna run through 2026.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the intention is that all properties in Beaver County would have the ability, if they wanted to have the internet. So that's what the ultimate goal is.
So far, 11.9 million to serve 750 households that could potentially have the internet.
Well, 11.9 million is a total contract, whenever it's all said and done.
Okay.
And, you know, Verizon is paying a larger portion for the installation. This is what we owe them, our share of it, plus Michael Baker, a couple of million to Michael Baker over that time going into 26. They do all the website, all the communication, all the GIS mapping and all that stuff, as you know.
Any other audience participation?
Happy New Year.
You too, Mr. Moore.
Welcome back.
All right, we will move into executive session. Thank you.